EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC Wildcard matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And again this time to the tailback. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A gain there of 30 big ones. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The 48-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
He's taken.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Minnesota.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of a yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and 4. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Score! Touchdown, Vikings! Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they try the right side here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 14, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much. Further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Second down.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. We're trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
And again, it's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 36 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down.
And that will be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
10 at the 28-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Down to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check 26, check 26, attack!
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Danielle Hunter just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They've faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now they try the right side here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 30. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him. And that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at at the 26-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Third and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
27.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 7.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Check 3.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
13.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.